refurbished in the middle. I was just messing around today. Summertime here in the studio, I try to gear down a little because Sophie Francis is home a lot and I don't like to be working all the time, and plus our little town is a ghost town because everybody's going to the beach and stuff so much and vacations, so it's always a perfect time for me to get caught up on all my commission work and do some stuff for me that I have been accumulating and wanting to do for my house. So what I was doing today, and I posted yesterday that I was going to do a video, and I've made a couple changes. I'm sorry. This is, you can see, it's pink inside. It was all pink. This is a vintage hamper that I had bought, and I have the lid right here. And I needed a garbage can in my new bathroom, and I like to have a lid too. So I thought, you know what, you really can't put much clothes in this, so I thought this would be the perfect garbage can. So that's what we're gonna do. And originally what I did was I had this metallic spray paint in this silver. So I went ahead and I sprayed it the other day, and I did put a little bit of a base coat down too because it was so pink. So I did that, and then I went ahead and put the silver down. And then I went ahead and taped these up, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I saved one, but I wanted to sort of go ahead and move along so this would dry, because I thought I was going to do some stamping, but I thought I'm going to do some IOD, because this is what I did to the lid. Isn't that cute? Look at that. I took one of the Prima Marketing, one of their floral IODs, and I just cut it up to what I wanted to use, and I went ahead around and did all the flowers, and then I went ahead and put some words on there too, so it would look cute. So my plan is to have stripes on this, and then I have this big one I thought I'd cut and put on there. And you can see how I did that. So I'm gonna adjust this camera, so you probably won't see much of me, but you'll hear me. And I'm gonna show you how I stripe this with the tape. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint the last coat. And hopefully this stuff will be getting pretty dry, so we can start peeling the tape down, and then we can put the transfer on. One thing I will say about this little thing here is it's completely round, and it wasn't easy like to, you know how normally you could take a little piece and put a piece of tape here and then go ahead and mark your other tape and go down. But you have to literally, I take the one point at the top, but you have to literally line this up with your eyes, because there's something about going here and space it from here. It always ends up on a diagonal because that's a round cylinder. So I am going to use the frog tape. I've got the yellow, and this is for delicate, and I like that because I did repaint those black stripes. So I was worried that maybe, the painter's the blue tape, which would work fine too if you've let it sit for a while. I didn't want it bringing my paint up, so all right, let me sit those down there for a minute. So what I do is I just sort of go like this, and I just look at it and try to see where it looks straight, and that looks pretty darn good. And then I'll just cut that off, fold that over, and then go over my edges, so when I put the paint on, I don't want the paint seeping through the tape. Okay, so there's that, and it's not going to be a big bold stripe, but I've got that silver, and then I'm going through it with Dixie Belle's Manatee Gray, and I just got in the new Paint Pixie brushes, and this is the French tip brush, And I'm really excited to try this when I have something with a lot of detail, because this is going to be a good brush for that. But I wanted to at least try it, so I've been using it to paint the stripes, and it works really good. When I first started painting with it, I dampened it like I would any other brush, and just started painting, and it worked real good. And it has a good feel too. I really enjoy it. It's a nice little brush. So, and she's got soap too. It's a paint pixie that she had specially made to help you take care of her brushes. And she has a lot of other sizes. I'm relatively a Klingon girl. I do use some zebra from time to time, or zebra, whatever way you pronounce it. And I do like Chalk Pro brushes too. But I have seen these, and I've seen everybody use them, and I thought, oh, I just really want to try that. So let me put that up there so you can see that that's Paint Pixie, and you can just look up on her site, Paint Pixie, and it'll come up, and you'll see, you can purchase anything on her site. Okay, I'm gonna start over here on this side, since this is the dry, since hopefully this is gonna be majority of the dry. Now this little hamper has these vent holes, and I'm just gonna designate this for the back of my can. Because I don't want the iron on. So you could see how pretty the silver shining through up against that. This is manatee gray. I really like that. It's such a pretty gray, and it's very good to do stuff like this. Like if you want a lighter and a darker, it works really good. So see that? And I've got a little shine in between the stripes, so and I did a cute other table that I'm gonna go ahead and post for my bathroom too. Oh, another thing too, I'm real excited, and I'm not gonna stay on here talking about it all the time, but please go check out my site at refurbishingthemiddle.com. And you can also go on YouTube. I'm getting all my videos on there and organized and in one place. So if you would go and check it out and subscribe, I would so appreciate it. This is something I've always wanted to do for a while now. In the past couple years, I've just haw and hemmed about it. But I decided this is the time I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because I just wanted to do this. I wanted to have my own place where I can do what I want to do. I want to invite all my painter friends, and where we can try products. They can talk about their stores, their business, and paint together and create and share what we know with everybody else. So I really would appreciate that a lot if you could go check it out. It's still, the website's still under construction, but it'll pull up, and there's my YouTube tab is up too. And if you click on that, you'll go and see all my videos are in one place. And, not hilly-nilly and scattered about. So that's what I got going, and I'm gonna try to get a whole bunch of more videos out and stuff so I have a complete library. Okay, so I think that turned out really super cute. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around this way because this is dry. And I just put one coat of the gray on because I do want this to look, old, wore out, and a little bit vintage. Okay, so I have this big one, this big transfer, but I can't use all of it, so I'm gonna cut off the part of it on the top. I'm gonna measure too. Where is it? Okay, I see. And I thought this would be cute and break up the stripes a little, and I can go back too with some more flowers if I want to. So I'm just gonna cut the top of this off and go ahead and set that aside. And I can tell you too, I'll tell you a couple little tips too when you're working with these transfers, regardless of whose they are. I've found a lot of times when I'm working with big areas or piecing pieces together, it's so much easier to go ahead and cut some of the excess of this plastic or whatever it is off, because then you have a little more move and it's easier, especially when you're doing a round or something that has curves. Like I did a little coffee table once, and I just did it like it was a wrap, a body wrap up there. So I like to do that. It makes it easier for me when I'm putting these. If this was just all flat, I would just go ahead and do the flat. You know, I wouldn't cut any off. I would just peel it up and lay it down. So I'm just going to finish cutting this off, and then we'll go ahead and see if we can get it down on the can. Each transfer comes with a little stick, and in the box there are how-to instructions too. So if you're a little nervous or you've never done them, don't worry, because you'll be fine. They're very easy. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that my middle. So I'm gonna, he's sticking on the wrong side. Let's see if it came up. Nope. I'm gonna try one more time. Sometimes that happens. These are not a perfect kind of science with these things. There. And if you have that, if something like that happens, I'm just gonna cut it off for the sake of the video, but I can come back and work on that a little more. Okay. Hopefully this one, I don't know. I didn't even really honestly know I had this exact transfer. Isn't that funny? I found it when I was going through and I made a display. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've rolled off my middle and go ahead and get this. I'm just eyeing it up too. I eye everything up. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and gently rub that and let it fall over and go around. And I'm gonna come on this side and just gently press it down a little so it's not flapping around. And then I'm gonna take my little stick, and this is how easy this is. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub them. Give them a little rub. And I'm not rubbing that hard. It probably sounds louder than I'm really rubbing, because this is hollow, and it's making, you know, it's echoing inside there. Let's see if we can stand it up. I think we can. Yep. Now this little thing is no way and no how this little hamper is cracked, really. But I've had it for a long time, and I've used it for just different things, storing stuff in and stuff like that. And I would leave it in my guest room so company could throw their towels or whatever in there. So it's been, let's put it this way, it's been around the block. This cute little thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and just keep rubbing around here a little bit and get these on the side before I start peeling them up. These are the nicest little things to do something. And look, see now how I peeled and sorted the letter? Go ahead and just put it down and put a little extra pressure, and everything it'll come off the way it's supposed to. Okay, let's see. It's just a bunch of rubbing, really. And if you have one that's giving you a little bit of trouble too, and pieces are left, sometimes that's all right, because everything doesn't always have to be perfect. And to me, vintage stuff and old stuff, you know, well, not all the lettering's there and all the stuff is there. So if you get where it seems like you're not getting everything, or, you know, sometimes you do get a little piece that's not coming off the back of here, but you could try little things to nudge it off. But just say it didn't. You don't have to worry about it, because if you're trying to get it to look old and vintage, like I said, you're going to want it to It doesn't have to be perfect. Oop. I never said I wasn't heavy-handed. I might put some roses too. I brought some roses over here, so maybe we'll cut some roses out and put some roses on there. I don't know where everybody is, but here in South Carolina today, it is hot. The boss man and I went up and had lunch, and the thermometer at the bank said it was 96. So I don't know what the heat index is, but I'm sure it's way up in the hundreds. I'm gonna wax these off. It's just easier to me sometimes not to have all this stuff floating around. I've seen some of the new IODs rub-ons, and oh my God, they're beautiful. I am so excited. I can't wait to get my hands on them. I just am using what I have right now. And then I think I'm gonna go, I'm gonna fill out the application to Iron Orchid, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see, just a little more rubbing. Get these letters. Let's see what we got here. And if your thing comes up like it did there, don't worry, it'll go right back down in the same place. And when you rub it down, it'll fill back in and it'll all be stuck on there like it's intended to. I hope you're seeing it good. I guess I hadn't been looking up to see what you were seeing. Little polka dots, this little letter here. Let's see what we got. Okay, I see one little piece here. All right, I'll just lay that down. And I'm gonna come right here and just put that right there where it belongs. And you'll never be the wiser. Okay, let's see if we got it this time. Yep, okay. That looks really good. See that? I think that looks really good. I just check it. I wouldn't like really rub it because I have rubbed it before and rubbed it right off. I just try to dab it, make sure every little piece is stuck. So, I mean, it honestly does not get any easier than that. So there's the bottom. And I've got the top, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the top on, and I just think that's darling. I'll post some pictures, and I'm gonna post the pictures to the table so you could see how cute they look together. I did want to get on here today and talk to you and tell you about all this exciting stuff going on here at the studio. But I did want to show you this too, how you can make something really neat. And I just think that's darling. I do. Look at that. Let's get up real close on there. So just an upcycle. So until the next time, I'll surprise you. All right, guys. Bye.